Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry, I just wanted to see how many people actually leave the video. And if you left, that's really sad. Please don't leave. Don't leave the video. Don't leave nothing. Don't leave nothing behind. Always be successful in life. Don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get into this video. Wait, hold on. 10 forbidden places you're not allowed to visit. I guess that means all around the world. Yeah.
Since childhood, many of us have had the dream of travelling through the whole world, and that's quite easy if you choose some common tourist destinations. But there are places on our planet which you are never going to see with your own eyes. Well, if you're not ready to give up your freedom, your health, or even your life. So here are 10 places you'll never ever be allowed to visit.
How many people sorry about that. How many people would, say, would give up those things like freedom and health just to visit some places? I really hope you say like zero, nobody, because that's not right. If you do, it wouldn't be acceptable. But yeah, that's all.
North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is one of the Andaman Islands in the Bay of Bengal. It is officially under Indian government, but it is actually inhabited by tribal Sentinel people. These dangerous aborigines avoid any contact with civilization and furiously resist any interference. According to scientists, they have spent about 60,000 years isolated from any other civilization. They are very severe when defending their territory, and they are certainly going to kill any intruder. Some of their last victims were fishermen that got lost and ended up in the island. After that, Indian authorities urged citizens to keep away from these people, and so do we. Surtsey Island. In 1963, a volcanic eruption took place in the southern part of Iceland. 4 years later, an island with the size of 1 square mile was formed. It was called Surtsey, after Surt, a mythological character.
Look at that. A mythological creature, I think, is what he was about to say. But that looks super cool right there. That looks amazing. You see his sword's on fire. Alright.
It is one of the most recently formed islands in the world. Since its appearance, the island has aroused interest from scientists all over the world, being a wonderful example of the uprising of a whole new ecosystem. Nowadays, no humans are allowed on the island, except for scientists. Gruinard Island. The British government bought the Gruinard Island from Scotland in 1942 to test biological weapons, in particular the Siberian plague. During an experiment, it was discovered that anthrax had polluted the territory, causing death in 95% of cases. Until 1980, the island was one of the most dangerous places in the world. It was only in 1986 when scientists finally started cleaning it, and in 1990 it was claimed safe for visiting. Nevertheless, no one has ever settled there. Experts warn about some Siberian plague spores left in the ground, and that can only mean one thing: humans won't be able to live there for hundreds of years. Poveglia Island in Italy. It is officially closed for tourists, but that wouldn't stop a real mystic enthusiast.
Alright. Y'all notice where this is like they're all islands. So don't visit no islands. Well, besides the Hawaiian Islands. But, Hawaiian Islands.
Right? The fact is that the history of this island is really horrid. In the 16th century, during a plague epidemic, Venice exiled many of its symptom-bearing citizens there, and the corpses were burned on giant pyres in order to stop the disease from spreading.
They just look nasty. Ugh.
In 1922, a hospital for the mentally ill was settled in the island, and awful legends started to appear, like the one about the doctor who supposedly tortured patients and used them as guinea pigs, or another one about patients and staff seeing departed souls. The island is often called the Gates of Hell or a shelter for lost souls. As a result, it is now abandoned, and even local fishermen try to stay away from it, so you'll hardly find a boat to take you there. Room 39 in North Korea. It sounds like a name for a horror movie, and not without reason, because the kind of things that happened in that room are really thriller-like. The Room 39 is located in Pyongyang and belongs to a secret government organization, even though the operations performed in there are mostly illegal. There is some evidence that this is the place where a lot of illicit schemes, for instance document forgery, counterfeiting, drug production and many other things take place. Of course,
you realize they said North Korea. What you doing down there? Kim Jong-un.
You normal folks are banned.
Wait, no racial.
From this place. It is much safer to keep away from it, otherwise you can become an unwanted witness of something illegal, and you know what they do in those cases. Area 51 in the US. Our list wouldn't be complete without the notorious Area 51. It is located northwest from Las Vegas, and since 1950, it serves to mysterious state purposes. Nowadays, no one still knows what it is actually used for, but of course there are some rumors. Some people say that the US government uses it for developing and testing new weapons. Others think that they keep in there a UFO which landed decades ago, but according to the official line, they develop experimental flying machines and armament systems in there. Both access to the base and airspace around are limited. Global Seed Vault on Spitsbergen, Norway. Have you ever thought what would happen if we run out of natural resources because of some disaster or a war? We would probably die of hunger. Hadn't we have the Svalbard Global Seed Vault? This storehouse contains thousands of seeds of every plant on Earth, which could be used to restore the plant kingdom and to provide us all with decent food. Joint Defense Facility Pine Gap.
Every seed for every single plant. Every single plant. Not just corn or wheat or every plant. Whew. Global.
Pine Gap is a commonly used name for a satellite ground station in Australia, which is operated by both Australia and the United States, and has become a key part of the local economy. An airspace of 3.5 thousand miles above and around is limited. They're not telling us why it is so exactly. Maybe it's not just a military base. Well, anyway, we will never know. Queimada Grande Island. This island, located about 90 miles off the Sao Paulo coast, looks just like heaven on earth at first sight. But one journey there could cost you your life. This place bustles with snakes. On a surface of 500,000 square yards, there are up to 4,000 snakes. One of the deadliest kinds of snake, the golden lancehead, inhabits the island. Its bite causes almost instantaneous necrosis, and therefore death. Its poison is 5 times more powerful than the one from other snakes. For that reason, Queimada Grande, also known as Snake Island,
is this supposed to be like Anaconda? Yeah, no. Don't mess with these snakes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is banned from visiting by Brazilian authorities.
Alright, y'all saw the island. Didn't the island look like a snake itself?
Mount Weather. The Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center is a civilian command facility in Virginia, USA. The facility is a major relocation site for the highest level of civilian and military officials in case of national disaster, playing a major role in US continuity of government. Mount Weather is the location of a control station for the FEMA National Radio System, a system connecting most federal public safety agencies and the US military with most of the states, which allows the president to access the emergency alert system. The territory is divided into 2 areas. The above ground portion of the center, Area A, is at least 434 acres. Area B, the underground component, is 600,000 square feet. According to the official line, after the September 11th attacks, most of the congressional leadership was evacuated to Mount Weather. There is not a single common man who has ever been there. Only the chosen ones have access to this place, and merely in case of emergency. It seems like secret bases and bunkers from Hollywood action movies are real. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social...
Alright, that ear is super nasty. Alright. Alright, wow. Mount what, Mount Weather? I think that's what it was called, Mount Weather. Let me see. Was it Mount Weather?
Emergency. It seems like secret bases and bunkers from Hollywood action movies are real.
I don't know, but Mount Weather. So during 9/11, sadly. So that was sad. They went to Mount Weather. Wait, hold on. How did they get to Mount Weather? Because isn't Mount Weather in Virginia and Washington, D.C., in the White House in Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania? How? They must have been booking it on him to get him on that airplane or helicopter, whatever they got him on, to travel. Whoever was the president, what was that? George Bush, I think. Yeah, over to Mount Weather. They were dipping it. But that's pretty much all I have for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye, peace out. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment. I'm out. Peace. I am done.
Okay.